What's going on, how y'all doing, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we do have yet another action figure review. And for today's action figure review, man, we do have the WWE Mattel Elite Series 119 Dexter freaking Lumis figure, man. Finally was able to grab this figure and get it in my freaking possession. Took me a minute to get this figure, man, but luckily I did it. I was able to get it so I can get one step closer to finishing my Wyatt 6 display, because I do want to collect all the Wyatt 6 figures and make one big display out of them, because I think it would look freaking badass. But yes, this is the figure we're going to be reviewing today, man. We are going to be looking at its articulation, its likeness to the real Dexter Lumis, and at the end of the video, the question that should be answered for you guys is if this figure is worth it. But as always, before we get anywhere into any video, be sure to help your boy out by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Go follow those socials, and you can find the links to those in the description of this video. That includes my Instagram account, my X account. Do all that, helps me to tell me. Now let's get you guys started into today's action figure review. Alright, so first let's take a look at our packaging on this Dexter Lumis figure. So you're going to get your figure window, nice shot of Dexter Lumis, Elite Series 119 right there. Going to have his name right there, WWE logo right there, Mattel logo at the top, true FX-like details, Elite Collection WWE logo. And obviously this is the older style of packaging now, because now that we have a new packaging, this is going to be considered old. But yeah, and then on this side, Dexter Lumis' name, certified authentic sticker, Elite Collection logo. On the back, nice shot of Dexter Lumis. Going to get a description right there. You can go ahead and read that if you want, but I will not be reading that to you, so go ahead and pause if you would like to read that. Going to have his name, Elite Series 119, all that right there as well. So if you want to go ahead and pause and read up on that as well, you can. Elite Collection logo, all the other figures that you can collect in this set. And I do officially have the entirety of Elite Series 119, so that is pretty freaking awesome, pretty nice accomplishment to me, because honestly I really rarely finish sets, because sometimes there's just certain figures I want and then certain figures I don't want. But I do have every figure in the set, so that is pretty cool to say. And then you know, a bunch of other stuff down there. And then the other side, another nice shot of Dexter Lumis, Elite Collection, Series 119, back to the front of the packaging, man. So now it is time to freaking open this thing. Alright, so now let's jump into our accessories that are going to be coming with this Dexter Lumis figure. We'll start it off as far as accessories with our interchangeable hands. You are going to be getting some mic holding hands, so that is pretty cool. Nothing that we haven't seen before from Mattel. It's just, of course, these are Dexter Lumis's. These are pretty cool. Obviously, you're also going to be getting another pair of interchangeable hands, which are going to be fisted hands. So just think about just these, but you know, fisted. But those are already on the figure, so we'll look at those a bit later. But yeah, pretty cool here. I think these are nice, pretty solid, nice gloving. You know, it looks very awesome. I really do like the gloves that are on this, man. It looks like the colors that are on it just, you know, give it more of that sadistic feeling, because this is obviously Dexter Lumis. He's in the Wyatt 6. You're supposed to get like a sadistic feeling, in my opinion. I feel like these gloves kind of capture that, you know, our hands capture that, you know, very, you know, nicely, you know. And then we're going to go on to the vest that is going to also be coming with Dexter Lumis. So it's going to have the main color being black. Going to get some designing here. It reminds me of like a floral designing if you look at it closely with like with the green. It gives me like, I don't know, like tree vibes, but I don't really know what you would really want to call it, to be honest. But it will not clip on, you know. It is just going to go, you know, it's just going to kind of lay like this. So, you know, you're going to see like his stomach and his chest throughout like that middle area right there. And then like on the sides, these kind of give me like feather like vibes, like bird type vibes, so that's pretty cool. I think that's very awesome. You know, nice little vest here. Same here, it kind of gives me feather vibes, so that's pretty cool. Again there, and then at the bottom here, you're gonna get like the rest of like the ripped shirt that obviously, you know, follows in with this, which I actually didn't even notice until now. So that's also pretty cool as well, man. Overall, nice freaking thing here. Really like the like ripped idea that they're going for here, along with like, which obviously it goes embedded into the actual vest itself. So I think that's very freaking cool to me. I think that's very awesome, and it is going to be rubber goods as well, so going to be a bit annoying to take off, not gonna lie. But you know, you should be able to get it off. Not as, you know, some other figures are worse, to be honest, like as far as, you know, taking off their rubber goods, but this isn't too bad, but it is still a bit rough, not gonna lie. So that's pretty cool right there. And you also, the main freaking accessory is going to be that headgear, that mask, man. Let's freaking go. This thing looking absolutely awesome, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what this guy's name is that they call, you know, that the mask is. Really don't remember his name. Obviously it's not Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis just plays him, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot the name. So if you guys know, drop that in the comments below, because I honestly forgot. And then you're gonna get some nice designing. Looks like you're gonna get like teeth. Yeah, it's gonna be like teeth, and then like some like punctures here and like all the way around. This is looking very awesome, with like some hair coming out too, like strands of like hair, like freaking looks like spaghetti hair, not gonna lie. And then obviously your figure, or the head of Dexter Lumis, gonna slide in right through there. there with that little black band right there. So that's pretty cool. Nice freaking mask though. It looks like some like blood or more punctures, you know, or whatever they're trying to capture there, going like underneath the eyes, going onto the nose area or the beak. So that's pretty freaking cool. Overall, nice freaking sadistic looking mask, just like it should be. This thing looking absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see what it looks like on the figure, so we'll look at that later on. Man, this thing looking very freaking awesome, and that is going to be it for our freaking accessories, man. So now let's get into the actual figure. Alright, so here is the actual freaking Dexter Lumis figure in all of its glory, man. So let's freaking take a look at this thing. Gonna start it off with our head scan. As far as looking like Dexter Lumis, very, very nice head scan here. Really love this. Gonna have that nice, like, looking beard, man. Like, it's like a dirty looking beard to me, just like it should be. I get, like, dirty vibes from this. Like, it doesn't look very clean, but that is definitely, like, a good, you know, a good way to capture this freaking figure and, like, just the overall feeling that you get when looking at this figure, or just, you know, pretty much all that in general. And then again, just like kind of like we saw on the mask, you know, you're going to be getting that like spaghetti style of hair, like really long hair. So that's pretty cool. Here is just going to kind of be straight, which is going to be out through there, and then you're going to get some like other hair there as well. So, you know, two different hair colors, pretty interesting. And then you're going to get some like black eye or just like black eye coloring under the eyes, just to make it look more freaking sadistic, more realistic, and just overall more scary, man. So just nice freaking head scan here. As far as movement of the head, gonna get a full 360. Yes, sir. You're going to be able to look down like roughly, I mean, you're really not going to be able to look down much because it's just going to pop back up as you see there. As far as going up again, you know, so nothing really crazy on that head articulation. You get a full 360, but as far as, you know, bobbing up and down, really not going to work too well. And then, like I mentioned, here is those fisted hands. So that's pretty cool. And then you're going up the arms, you're going to get tattoos on this side. Going to get tattoos on this side, but you're going to have more coloring in the tattoos with, you know, a little bit of blue. And it looks like orange or red there. So I can't really, I think it might be orange. So yeah, I think that is orange. So that's pretty cool. As far as articulation on these arms, going to get your double jointed elbows. So that's pretty freaking cool. Gonna get your bicep cut as well. So that's also, again, pretty freaking cool. And then you're gonna get a full 360 around on the entire arm. So again, very awesome, man. Solid articulation. Again, double freaking jointed elbows right there. That's pretty freaking awesome. Again, bicep cut as usual. And then also you are going to be getting that full 360 on the entire freaking arm, man. So really solid articulation on these arms, man. Really enjoying that there. Then we're gonna go on down to the torso ab crunch area. So as far as looking like Dexter Lumis, again, solid ab crunch to go with here, in my opinion. You're going to be able to go down about that much, go back about that much, so pretty decent, you know. Obviously ab crunch we've seen better, but you know, it's obviously not going to be terrible. It's going to work pretty freaking well in my opinion, and you are going to be getting a full upper body rotation with the entire upper torso, so that's pretty freaking cool in my opinion. On the back, that's what it's looking like. Nothing too crazy there. Going on to the lower half, you're going to get Dexter Lumis's belt, going to be black with a black belt buckle. Going all the way around, you're going to see the pant, you're going to have the crotch piece, which is going to have the design of the pants, and on this side you're going to get some like I mean, I think they want us to think that this is like a dirt stain or like some mud, but man, I think bro shit himself. Not gonna lie, but hey, Mattel, let us know down below. Did he shit himself, or is the, you know, let us know, Mattel. Let us know. Drop it in the comments. But yeah, and then you're gonna get like that same designing here, which is pretty cool. You're gonna get some like rips, just more freaking awesomeness on this freaking figure. You're gonna get more rips with like, it looks like a kind of like a scraping of like a claw embedded in there too, man. That looks very freaking awesome, man. Very awesome. Then again, what's even cooler is going on down to like these to like this like area of the pants. It's also looking very awesome with like that snake skin like designing, man. Looking very awesome, and it's definitely gonna have a different feel like compared to other parts of this figure as well. So this is freaking awesome. Really like that snake skin. Gonna be like a brown color too, so really freaking solid, man. Going on, and then we're gonna go into these black boots. That's pretty cool as well. And then just overall nice looking pants, really, you know, capturing this figure well. As far as articulation on the lower half, gonna get your bicep cup on both freaking sides. That's pretty cool. Gonna be able to kick out about that much, just like usual on every figure, or on most figures, you know, at least if they have a good articulation, that is. And then going on, you're gonna get your, you know, you can do the splits if you want, you know. So that's pretty cool. Gonna get your double jointed knees. Oh, and those knees are gonna be buttery freaking smooth. Yes, sir. Look at how smooth that was, man. Smooth freaking knees there, man. These knees looking very feeling very awesome. Looking very awesome. Gonna be able to bend backwards too. Very freaking solid, man. Very awesome articulation on these freaking knees, man. Really freaking amazing. You really love to see it, man. This figure so far is freaking an amazing figure in my opinion, man. Not gonna lie, very freaking awesome. And then you're gonna get a little bit of swivel in the boot, which is pretty cool, and you're gonna get that on both sides. So overall, very awesome articulation on these legs, man. Just overall awesome figure in general. But man, it is time to get all the accessories back on this figure and get a final good look and rating. Alright, man, so here it is. Here is that Dexter Lumis figure in all of its freaking glory. Let's get a close-up shot on that freaking head area, man. Looking very freaking sadistic in there, man. Man, that figure looking absolutely freaking stunning, man. This figure is freaking amazing. Articulates well, looks awesome, has great accessories in my opinion. Captures just an amazing freaking gimmick that happens on WWE currently. Just all around, this figure is absolutely freaking amazing. This is a absolute freaking masterpiece. Probably one of my favorite figures that I currently own, not gonna lie. This thing is very freaking cool looking. It articulates just so well. It's just so freaking awesome, man. So you already know, as far as if this thing is worth it, hell freaking yeah, this is an amazing figure. This is definitely worth the purchase. If you think this figure sucks, I don't know, man. I think you got some problems, because this thing is freaking amazing, man. Articulates well, looks awesome, captures a great moment. It's just all around an awesome figure. Articulates just so freaking well. Overall great figure. I really don't have anything bad to say about this figure. This thing is a masterpiece in my opinion. But man, as always, if you have any questions, be sure to drop those in the comments below. And as always, before we get out of here, be sure to help your boy out by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications so you never miss an upload. Go follow those socials, and you can find the links to those in the description of the video. That includes my Instagram account, my X account. Do all that, has been a ton, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.